Don Westfall trying to get out of my cord. Wow, we got all kinds of paraphernalia up here tonight, and finally I think I'm set so we can get to the post-game show here. Pretty interesting TV right there, especially for those who watch it on Facebook and stuff when we post this. But the Mavericks, we're in a good mood because the Mavericks got a sweep, and as strong as the performance was last night, really convincing tonight.
They were just solid from the start. You get out 3-0 and really never gave the Huskies any open ice, never really gave them any good opportunities. Ended up with some good shots, and they end up with 24 shots on goal, but a really good weekend of hockey for the Mavericks, both offensively and defensively. Zeb Knutson starts the scoring at 10:32 of the first period from Michael Hunterbrinker, his second assist, third goal this season for Knutson. It's 1-0 Mavericks. Here's Brickley, Daniel Brickley, his first of the season. Michaelis with the assist, and Ian Scheid as well. And Brickley at 14:29 makes it 2-0. Now Michaelis with his first on the power play at 17:47 from C.J. Franklin and Brickley. It's 3-0 after one, and that's the way it stayed for the Mavericks. Third period goal, 13:28, C.J. Franklin. It'll be Brickley with a shot actually from the point, wrister, and the deflection for Franklin at 13:28 makes it 4-0, and that's the final score, Don.
Mavericks out shooting tonight, as we're going to get into statistics here pretty quickly, but out shooting 36-25, and really Tech, in a period when they came out in the third period to show you how dominating the Mavericks were, Mavericks ahead 3-0 after two, and it took over 7 minutes for Tech even to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, and if you're trying to come back down 3-0, you got to get shots, and the Mavericks just didn't allow them any. You look at the score, the game summary here, 4-0, 36-25 shots. Mavericks 3 for 10 on the power play, 0 for 5 for the Huskies, 0 for the weekend, basically just a rough weekend. Face-offs, Michigan Tech wins the face-off battle again, 39-35. Very rare for the Mavericks to lose that, but that's the only stat they lost all weekend long. Out-of-town scores, Bemidji rolls Bowling Green 4-1. Wisconsin over Northern Michigan 6-5. It's Huntsville getting shut out by Connecticut. Alaska and Anchorage getting underway. North Dakota comes back to beat Canisius. Ohio State and Air Force overtime at 3-3. Just getting underway, BC and Denver. UMD and UMass Lowell tie in overtime. Michigan shuts out Union. Quinnipiac over Northeastern. Notre Dame with a 2-goal win over Arizona State. They were in it for quite a while. And then BC over Colgate 6-1.
Play of the game, as we bring that up, of course, our play of the game is sponsored by the JBL Top Floor. Their play of the game and also the JBL Real Estate Group. They do a little thing that makes the big difference, and the big difference this weekend, as you see the goal there by Michaelis, power play goals. And then just the power specialty teams as a whole. Mavericks get 3 more power play task nights of the weekend. 4 power play goals. The other 2 goals last night actually were extra attacker goals that would have come up on delayed power play. And the fact, as strong as the power play was, this early in the season, the penalty kill, the Mavericks only gave up 1 power play goal to Shane Hanna last night on the entire weekend. So I believe my rough math says Tech went 1 for 15 on the man advantage.
That's brutal. If that's you on the power play 15 times, you get 1 goal. You're going to lose a weekend series, and that's exactly what happened. So the Mavericks did a great job, and that's one of the things that's really hard to work on. And they already had a weekend of hockey. So that the Mavericks were able to do that is pretty darn impressive, and they really stopped a really good hockey team this weekend, allowing 1 last night and none tonight.
And, of course, staying out of the box had always been such a strong suit here for this Maverick team under Mike Hastings. A little bit of a different game right now. The players still getting used to that, but obviously those types of specialty units, especially when you got a guy between the pipes and Cole Huggins, you're going to like your chances, and the Mavericks will get even a stronger test next weekend against St. Cloud State.
St. Cloud playing their first games of the season next weekend against a very good Maverick team on the home ice. You know, they're going to have a lot of fans here. Hopefully the Maverick fans will overpower them, but this is a really good hockey club coming in. Mavericks are going to have to be very sharp.
So the Mavericks are back here in downtown Mankato next Friday night. We hope you join us with the 7 o'clock pregame show and the 7:07 face-off, St. Cloud State and Minnesota State from downtown Mankato. As far as tonight's broadcast, however, we're going to close this one out for Dan McCarger and Don Westfall and the rest of the students from Bethany Lutheran College who brought you the broadcast. Once again, tonight's final score, Minnesota State Mankato 4 and Michigan Tech 0. We will see you Friday night.